So I was level grinding before my next badge, and this happened. I caught a shiny Phanpy, which may be hard to tell, but it is a lighter, like a lighter blue color, and I think the orange around its ears and like body are a little brighter too. But anyway, good afternoon, guys. This is Jabari Mongoose here. This is episode, I believe, episode 10 of my Pokemon Randomized Soulsilver Nuzlocke challenge. Again, this is a challenge where only the Pokemon I encounter are randomized. Everything else is the same. But we're going to be going through this route over here, and then I'm terrible at remembering the numbers of routes, but I haven't gotten an encounter here. And then I'm also going to be going through the ice cave, and we're going to be skipping a lot because, again, I've pretty much kept a pattern of if there's no difficult trainer fights, I'm not going to really stick around or show much of that because it's just going to be uneventful. But my encounter on this route is a Horsey, which I like that. Kingdra's a very solid Pokemon. This Nuzlocke, the randomizer, I made it so that Pokemon that evolve by trait evolution actually evolve by level up. So that will actually play a role at some point in the near future. So basically I can get a Kingdra from a Horsey if need be. And honestly, I'm not going to be showing much of the ice cave too after my encounter. It's literally just extremely boring. There's no trainer fights. There's one thing at the end which you guys will see, but first we get our encounter, which is a Scyther, which I really like this. Again, just like Horsey, I can get a Scizor. No, sorry, just like Kingdra, I can get a Scizor in with the way I modded the randomizer. So that's a very solid typing. I don't really have a lot of steel types, or I'm not really using a lot right now. And that is one kind of defensive typing I think I'm missing for my team. But, so anyway, I just immediately skip until I get to the Kimono Girl, just so I can show some story stuff. Again, she's just stuck in the ice. We gotta push her out. And we get ourselves to Blackthorn City. This is a new recording session after leveling up. Big changes to the team. I got a Mamoswine now, and then pretty much using what I consider to be my usual team right now. Like I have Bayonet, who has a whole bunch of priority moves. Charizard, I got some heart scales from the Pokeathlon Dome, and I taught it Dragon Claw. In a few levels he will learn Flamethrower. So right now, just gonna get through the gym. Now, Pudge, the Manectric, does not know a special attacking electric type move yet. I'm not teaching it Charge Beam yet because it's just not that powerful. Spark is kind of the strongest electric move he gets naturally, but I can grind out the Voltorb Flip, which I kind of like that mini game to get enough points to get the strong TMs. And I'm not doing it yet is because I only need him to fight Gyarados, and right now a times 4 Spark should be enough to deal with the Gyarados. Alright, so to start off this fight, I begin with Pudge. Pudge's goal is to knock out the Gyarados and to set up light screens. This will help out against the part against Kingdra. With Spark, even with the Intimidate, it has a chance to one-hit KO. And as you can see here, I get the Paralyze, Gyarados gets paralyzed for the turn, and Claire uses up a Hyper Potion. So this is all a great start. And then next turn, Pudge gets the one-hit KO. Right here is where I made my first mistake. I go ahead and set up the light screen because one Kingdra knows Aqua Tail, the other one knows Fire Blast. And instead the Kingdra opts for Thunder Wave. This could have been a great moment for me to pivot into Ellie, who has been one-shotting all the Dragonairs against the trainer fights. So right here, I go and swap in, risking for the chance for this to be the Fire Blast Dragonair, but instead it's the Aqua Tail one. So Ellie would have died on a crit. But we still get the knockout, and then Claire's Kingdra comes in. Me predicting a Hydro Pump or even a Dragon Pulse, I figure I wanted to switch because I wanted to keep Ellie alive. So right here I use Protect the Scout out because I'm also trying to PP stall the Hydro Pumps. It only has 5 PP, and if I can get rid of all the Hydro Pumps, Charizard can come in and be able to handle Kingdra a lot better. So I go into Slug to start using Body Slam because I'm trying to fish for that 30% paralysis. And so the first one I don't get it, and even with the smoke screens, Slug gets another Body Slam in, but I don't get the para. So right here, I still stay in. This is the second Hydro Pump I take, and that is a humongous amount of damage. And the light screen is done now. So I decide to go ahead and hard switch into Freebird to Staraptor. I am risking a crit. The thing is, it at least goes for Dragon Pulse, which Staraptor does survive, and here I go for a U-turn. I honestly think I should have gone for a close combat, but this is where I make a huge mistake. Looking at my team and their health and predicting that this is more than likely going to be a Hydro Pump, I decided to go into Ellie the Mamoswine. This was mainly because Ellie had so much low HP already. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it in, and I just decided to use it as fodder for a free switch. And I honestly regret it because in hindsight, I should have swapped in Charizard and just let Charizard die, because Ellie could have had a chance to one-hit KO with the Earthquake, and it could have easily handled her other Dragonair. But I guess for preserving my other Pokemon, I kind of had tunnel vision, and I just sacked Ellie. And I'm honestly, I'm still not happy about it. But it is what it is. And right now we have a fight between Charizard and Kingdra. I PP stall the Hydro Pumps, and I take a Hyper Beam, which scared me because I thought I was going to lose Charizard. But fortunately, it's not Stab, and Kingdra has to recharge. So I hard switch into Bayonet, and I go for a Shadow Sneak because Charizard got smoke screened. And then now we have one more Dragonair left. My team is heavily crippled, and so I decided to go into Pudge, who takes a Fire Blast. And then right here, knowing I can survive another move outside of a crit, I decided to go for a Light Screen. And then here, I'm looking at my options. I don't feel confident in switching to anything, and I think I just have to let Pudge die. So what I decided to do is keep Pudge in and just go for some chip, just to try go for some damage on its way out. But fortunately, it evades the Fire Blast, and looking at my team again, I decide that maybe a non-stab Fire Blast Staraptor can take under the light screen. And so I hard switch into Staraptor, I take the Fire Blast, and this gives me an opportunity. Now here, again, I don't know why I'm scared to use close combat. I need to use it. But fortunately, Aerial Ace does get the KO, and we win against the 8th Gym Leader. But that was just very scary all around, and I played super sloppy. We're going to go into the Dragon Den, but first I decided to get my encounter in Blackthorn City, which is a Trico. And then catching it with a Lure Ball because it was technically fished. And I decided to call it Geico. Not sponsored. And then Dragon Den really isn't that I consider it that special in terms of trainers. They just have sort of the same Pokemon that the gym trainers were using. So I go around, collect some items. I actually do the whole loop around past the Whirlpool to get the Dragon Fang before going into, I guess it's the Shrine. And I answer the questions. Basically, I just say, I like Pokemon. I'll fight all kinds of trainers. And that's it. I am a worthy trainer, or I passed the whatever exam. And so Claire just begrudgingly hands me the badge, and I've been using repels, not getting my encounter in the water, because I'm going to use the Pokemon they give, the sages give to me, as my encounter here. So what I do is I leave the cave to get the Dragon Pulse, and then I'm going to go back in to get my free Pokemon. And since this is a randomizer, normally they give you a Dratini with extreme speed, but since this is a randomizer, it's going to be completely different Pokemon that knows extreme speed. And here it's Growlithe, which is cool, but also kind of funny. I mean, I would have liked any kind of I would have thought it was funny to get like a Tauros with extreme speed, or like a Caterpie with extreme speed, or something like that. Just something stupid or funny. But I got a Pokemon that its final evolution can legitimately learn it. But anyway, that's what today's episode. A lot of highs, a lot of lows, especially losing Mamoswine. But we keep those. Gonna keep pushing through. And I hope everyone enjoyed the episode and have a good one.